for a long, long time. Time goes by so fast. Baby, it ain't been long enough to forget how it began. When I saw you walking down my street, didn't even know your name, but I got a feeling inside of me, nothing's ever gonna be the same. Never gonna be the same. Minutes, hours, years and days, time goes by, but nothing's changed. I feel it that same way. 'Cause baby, I still love you like I used to, way back in the day. Yeah. Now you know me, baby, even better than I know myself. And I never see no reason for me to want nobody else. Now we've been through some changes, 'cause that's just what life does. But I don't pay no never mind, long as I got you to love. Minutes, hours, years and days, time goes by, but nothing's changed. I feel it that same way. 'Cause baby, I still love you like I used to, way back in the day. Back in the day. When I look back, it makes me smile. We were young and running wild, and you still drive me crazy all the time. When we tried the times we had, even trouble ain't so bad. Long as I know your love is mine. Hey, minutes, hours, years and days, time goes by, but nothing's changed. I feel it that same way. Ain't no way I'm ever gonna lose you. Nobody ever gonna make me happy the way you do. That's why I still love you like I used to, way back in the day. Yeah, way back in the day.
Hello, and welcome. So, today, my Mini 5 Pro has arrived. So, drop a hello in the chat if you're here. Let me know how everyone's doing. We're going to get this guy opened up, and I also have the Mini 4 Pro here, which I'm going to do a bit of a comparison side by side, initial impressions and things that I noticed off the bat. Now, I had this Mini 4 Pro literally since the day it was launched in 2 years ago now. I ordered it the same day it was launched. So I've had this for a long time and I am very fond of it. So the Mini 5 Pro has got very big boots to fill. So let me know if you can hear me and see me okay in the chat. Somebody give me a, yep, it's all good, or whatever, something like that, just so we can keep going. Yep, it's all good. Okay. I also have a second camera setup here. Let me just do this one. How is this angle? Is this better? You can see both. I'll have to move to the side a little bit here. There we go. Okay. So, let me know who's here. Send a hello. I'm going to start off by cracking this little puppy open. So, I'm going to move this camera also a little bit just so you can see a bit better. Let me just drop it down a touch. There we go. Can you still see me? Just about. Okay. So, in fact, let me just drop it all the way down. Let's just get it down here. Oh, we'll do this. Table will go up. Look at this magic. Okay, anyway, enough playing around. Let's peel off the tape and let's get into it. Bring this back up now. I think it's going to be better up here. Let me know what you think. Is the camera angle okay as well? Can you see this one? Right, so start off at the back. Well, that didn't go to plan, did it? I'm pretty sure that sticker's supposed to peel off the whole thing, but oh no, a little bit. Okay, let's crack it open. So, who have we got in the chat? A couple of people. Just got one myself. Fantastic. Have you got it out of the box yet? Have you had a look at it? What are your thoughts? Another guy, I wish I had this. Are you from the States? Is that one of the issues that you're having to get hold of this? Am I on the right side of the screen? I'm on the wrong side of the screen. I should be on this side. Let me just... There we go, that's a bit better. Okay. So let's get it open. Get rid of this. Okay, crack open the box. Let's see what we have. Okay, first off, it's all in the bag, as we have come to expect with these DJI products. The bag is quite big actually. It's a lot bigger than the original Mini 4 Pro bag. If I do a bit of a side-by-side for you there, it is quite a bit bigger. Now I'm not really sure why. It's still supposed to be a mini drone, but you can see there, the depth on the bag on the smaller screen here in the corner is a hell of a lot thicker. So that's going to be a bit more annoying to transport. But it is what it is, okay? I'm hoping we'll be able to fit it in this bag, because if we will, then I can just get another one of these and swap the bag. So let's get it open, and let's have a look. Off goes that, and let's crack it open. No, not enough dollars just for... Oh yeah, the iFlight Evoke V3 looks like a nice thing. Doesn't look much different to the V2, but it's nice to see you have the changeable geometry on the arms there. But yeah, okay. Let's get open. I need to put my seat up a bit here. I'm a bit too low down. So, first out, we have the RC2. We've come pretty used to this. It's been out for 2 years now. We haven't seen an upgrade come on this yet. But I have no issues with the RC2 personally. I like it. I think it's a great little controller. So there we go, RC2, pop him over there. And next out, what do we have? Got this box. Yeah, this is a massive bag for the size of the drone, to be honest. What's in this box? Just some propellers, USB-C cable, and is that it? NDs, stickers. What else is in this box? Nothing. The rest of this is just empty. Massive empty box. Okay, well, we'll keep going. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 sets of props, stickers. Let's have a quick look at the ND filters, because I'm going to be interested to see what we have here. So let's crack them open. Okay, so we've got an ND8, an ND32, an ND16, and an ND256. So, okay, interesting. Let me just move this screen down a little bit here. There we go, just so you can see a bit more of what's going on here. Okay, so 8, 32, 128. We'll have to see what it goes like, but I know on the Mini 4 Pro, the one I used the most was the ND64. But it is a bigger sensor, so maybe with that extra light coming in, we don't need the 64, the 128 is going to be the one. Okay, that's the ND. What else we got? Absolutely love this drone. Hi Justin, hello. Hi Josh, how are you doing? It's a wonderful Sunday here in Bali. We finally got clear skies for the first time in almost, oh God, I don't even know now, a long time. Why is this camera not focusing? There we go. No? Yes. Okay, now we have batteries. Very similar looking charging battery hub to the Mini 4 Pro. I'll get that out in a minute and we'll compare everything. But yeah, batteries look the same. I have heard that the Mini 4 batteries will work with the Mini 5 Pro, and we will test that today on the stream. We'll see if it powers up and we'll see how that all goes. So I went for the Flymore Plus, so I don't have the standard batteries. So I'm not going to join in with the whole does it weigh less than 250 grams or not debacle that's currently going on, because quite frankly I'm not really too bothered where I am. Whether it weighs more or less, I just hope that it's a good little drone. Speaking of which, let's get him out. The one itself, nothing else in the bag. It is just a big bag. Too big in my opinion, but hey, it is what it is. So let's crack open the little Mini 5 and see what he's like. There we go. Okay. Similar colour to the Air series and the Mavic series, that darker grey. It does feel straight away, and it looks a little bit bigger than the Mini 4 Pro off the bat. So that is interesting. It feels a bit taller and a little bit wider. It might just be me, but I've held the Mini 4 Pro an awful lot, so I'm pretty confident I know how big it is. So let's see how this new strap goes. So we pull at the top, lift it up, not too bad, and then we pull at the bottom, and then it should come off. Okay, not too bad. Take a little bit of getting used to, but I think it's probably going to be a bit easier than the older strap. I know a lot of people were struggling with the strap on the Mini 4 Pro. They were struggling with just like being able to get it on properly without pinching propellers or damaging the actual aircraft. I like the big bag. Do you think the batteries? Yeah, I mean, I don't mind the bigger bag for the bigger drones, but I do like the little bag with the minis, because the little bag fits. This little bag fits a whole lot better into my little backpack, where this is going to be a lot bigger in there. So we'll have to see. So let's peel off a little bit of ASMR here. Let's take the tape off the gimbal. Little foam out from behind the gimbal. And there we go. First off, looking at this camera module looks absolutely massive compared to what we had on the Mini 4 Pro. This looks huge. Jesus. Well, they really have crammed that 1 inch into there, so fair play. Let's see if we've got battery life in here. 1 flashing dot, so it might power up. Let's get rid of all the crap first of all on the table, and then we'll fire it up and we'll get going. So what have we got? Me too, the bigger bag is better. Well, seems like people are liking the bigger bag. Maybe it is just me who would prefer to have the more compact bag. But let me just get rid of all this crap on the table. Yeah, one of the big benefits of the Mini is the fact it's so compact, and having a bigger bag kind of, I don't know, detracts from that a little bit in my opinion. But hey, pretty sure we've got a much better aircraft, so we'll just carry on. Let's pull out the Mini 4 Pro first of all, and let's have a quick look. Size-wise. Okay, let me hold them up. Let me take the gimbal guard off. I'll get rid of this other camera for a second so you can have a better look. So, size-wise, Mini 5 Pro is a little bit taller, and it is a little bit wider too. That's the bottom side. Let me show you the front top side. Here we go. So it is a little bit bigger here than the Mini 4 Pro. And if I show you the camera modules at the front, you'll be able to see a quite substantial difference here. So here we go. Can you see there? Oh, it's hard to angle this correctly. But yeah, you can see the camera on this is substantially bigger than on the Mini 4. Okay, let's power it up and let's see what happens. So bring this other camera back. So firing up the RC2, I'm going to have to do all of the, what do you call it, signing in and all that crap, but we'll get that done. I agree the smaller bag is better. Yeah, I do prefer the smaller bag. Okay, so unfolded, is it going to power up? It is. There we go, gimbal's doing its thing. Let's pop it down. Okay, straight away, the proportions of this compared to the Mini 4 Pro seem a lot stranger. This, like the rear arms, look really short compared to how they looked on the Mini, and there's a much okay, and they're at a much steeper angle at the back too, so it feels like the aircraft is gonna have a much steeper natural hover angle, so much more tilted back. But okay, let me just do a few of these things, sign my life away, It's asking me if I'm in the United States, which is a bit funny at the moment considering what is going on. No, I'm not. It would be quite impressive if I was and I had this. It is unfortunate to all my American friends out there and what's going on. It is a shame. Let me connect to the Wi-Fi. What do you mean add a network? Just let me connect. Yeah, clip-on propellers. Let's have a quick look at that while we wait for the Wi-Fi to stop having a paddy. Let me actually just type in the password. There we go. Clip-on propellers. Let's have a quick look, see how easy this is. So it should just be push and twist, like it is with the air. Push, twist, and they pop right off. Nice and easy. No dramas here whatsoever. Just today I had someone commenting on my video saying that they're struggling to get their Mini 4 Pro propellers off. So yeah, I think this is going to come as a very welcome gift to a lot of people for ease of use and just changing props. Connect to the Wi-Fi, come on. Okay, we are connected. Let me carry on here. Time, correct, next. This little Mini 5 Pro does have very big boots to fill, because I do have a bit of a soft spot for my little Mini 4 Pro, to be honest. It's been very good to me, and I have thoroughly, I can't believe it's been 2 years now since I got this thing. It has flown by. Can I zoom out on the camera there a little bit? There we go. Okay, let me just log into my DJI account, sign in. If I can even remember my password. It's so long in between sign-ins here that I just forget my password. Can anyone relate? Okay, let's try the password. Let's see if this works. Let's try that. It might work, it might not. Let's see. Seeing how it's feeling. Is it getting too hot? Doesn't feel too warm. I do have the aircon cranked up in here though, because it is boiling outside. Are you going to log me in? Is it going to work? Enter a verification code. Come on. HF. Okay, while we're here, if anybody does have any questions about the Mini 5 and all that stuff, do just put them down in the comments and I will try to answer. I've had a thorough read of the manual and all that good stuff, so I'm pretty confident I know a lot about what's going on here. So if you have any questions, do please put them in the comments, let me know. Login successful. I got the password correct. You'll love to see it. Something I love. Yep, the where you don't have to turn it on to do the file transfer. You just press this little button here on the side. And then you can just go into the offline transfer mode. I do still think, like a lot of people, that this button is going to become a quick shots kind of button, but not yet, so we'll see. Okay, yada yada yada. Let's skip through all of this. How-tos. It's my job to make the how-tos. Okay, been flying the Avata 2 for a while. What would you recommend as my first step up? I'm gonna get the smaller drone. Okay, next step up from the Avata 2. As an FPV smaller drone, there's a couple of options that I'd recommend. One is going to be something like a Pavo 20 Pro from Beta FPV. That's a really good little Cinewhoop. Or if you want a freestyle style drone, then something good to go for is something like the Oasis Fly 30 from Sub 250. I'm trying to think about other smaller ones. There isn't actually a whole lot of smaller bind and fly freestyle style FPV stuff, but there's some good stuff out there. Okay, DJIs want to collecting data. What will I let them collect? Device location information. Ooh. No, we'll let them have it all. Okay. Signing away. Is it safe to test indoors? The Mini? Probably not. I have flown these guys indoors. Maybe we'll do a quick test of it, but I always recommend people don't do their first test flight indoors, because if something is going to go wrong, if it goes wrong indoors, yeah, the crash is definitely going to be a crash. Whereas outdoors, there's a bit more space for if something starts to go a bit wayward, you can catch it beforehand and get going. So let's activate the device and let's get going. Who's here? Rough Stuff. Hello. How are you doing? DJI Spoiler, nice to see you here too. Oh, we've got to do a big firmware update. Okay, let's let it do the update. I'm not sure if it will, because the aircraft is quite low on battery. Well, it's trying to. Hello from Guam. Hello. How's things over in Guam? What's the time over in the US now? It must be very early morning. But yeah, actually, oh no, I can't fold it up while it's doing the update. I was going to try it in the Mini 4 Pro bag. Let me just zoom back in a touch here. Okay, let me try, while we're here, let's try these ND filters. Let's see what the fitment is like. Try the 32. Let's see how we go. So this should just clip on. Let's have a quick look. Okay, it looks like it just goes on into the gap there. Oh, and he's dropped it. Let's try again. It's not very confidence inspiring, to be honest, putting this on. Okay, it's not as tight as I imagined. I thought it was going to be a much more tight fit to get on and off, but it really wasn't too bad. I do think I prefer the twist fit of the Mini 4. I think that was a really nice design, but it appears to be okay. How hard is it to get off? Because I hear people saying it's a bit of a tricky one to remove. Ah, no it's not. It just pops off nice and easy. Okay, that's not too bad actually. I heard people were saying that it was really difficult to get on and off and they felt they were putting a lot of strain on the gimbal, but for me just there, it didn't feel too bad whatsoever. So let's have a look. When you do the battery test, can you check? Yes, I will. I have extended batteries for the Mini 4 Pro. Actually, I didn't even read that out. Somebody's asking when I test it if I can test the extended battery from the Mini 4 Pro and the Mini 5. Yep, I can do that. I have standard and extended batteries for the Mini 4, but I only have the plus batteries for the Mini 5. They don't currently sell the standard battery on their own for this yet. If they do, or when they do, I'll get hold of one just so I can do some testing with that as well. But yeah. Up there you can borrow the battery. Where did that go? Do you video in D-Log M or in auto? I always shoot in D-Log M and I always shoot in manual camera settings. DJI's ISO Fusion, which is, it was on the Mini 4 Pro, but I didn't find it give too much of an advantage over shooting in full manual. But it is looking like, especially around sunrise and sunset, putting the ISO into auto on the Mini 5 Pro is going to have dynamic range advantages. But I'm still going to leave everything else set to manual, and I'm going to check that myself and just see, because I don't want the drone to be making unorthodox exposure changes because it just ruins the shot. But I'm pretty sure by now the algorithm is going to be pretty good and it shouldn't be doing any of those crazy things. So I've had the Mini 5 since 4 days, can't really see a difference between the filters. Can you please make a video about the filters? You'll only really see a difference between the filters if you're shooting in manual camera mode. If you leave it in auto, it's gonna just auto compensate and it's gonna look exactly the same. However, some of the camera settings are gonna be different and optimized for different things. So the best way to use the filters is gonna be in manual mode. I will do an ND filters video at some point. I'm also waiting for the freewell filters to come along, I think, because they're gonna have a few different stops, which is gonna be handy, because I do like having a big range of NDs. But yeah, when they arrive, I can get that video made. So we're still waiting for the update. We've got about 20% done. It's taking its sweet time. Is the case bigger than the DJI Flip? I'm not sure. I haven't seen the DJI Flip's case, so I haven't had hands-on with it, so I can't really comment on that. But yeah, let's have a bit of a look. Let's have a look at these batteries. from the 5 and the 4. So here's the two cases, and to me they are absolutely identical, apart from one is a deeper shade of grey. There we go, copy and paste right there. A look at the front, do they look the same? Ooh, no, we have got rid of the out here on the Mini 4, so maybe the USB-C on this one doubles as in and out, which wouldn't surprise me, to be honest. But this charging hub does have a lot of extra features, so it can do parallel charging if the power supply going in is high enough, so it'll charge two batteries at the same time. And what I've read in the manual, how it does this is it will charge the battery that is like lower first, and then when it gets up to the same level as the battery that is higher, then it will charge both of them at the same time from there to full. So I think the power supply needs to be more than 45 watts if you want to use that feature. But yeah, so yeah, these are pretty identical. Let's have a look at the actual batteries. These look absolutely identical as well. Look at the back. Yeah, this is gonna, the Mini 4 battery does look ever so slightly shorter, but it's probably just got a slightly smaller battery in there. What is the capacity on both? On the Mini 4, the Plus battery is 3,850 milliamp hours, and on the Mini 5 Pro we have, whoa, 4,680. That's a quite substantial amount more. That's what, 20% almost? That's a lot more battery in there. Okay, so I wonder if this is actually backwards compatible to the Mini 4. Maybe we'll have to test that as well. But yeah, that's that for now. Be interesting. Yeah, I probably will do a test flight time wise with all the different batteries so we can see what is what. I heard the drone can be over 250 grams. Yeah, there's a lot of noise going on the internet about this at the minute. Personally, I don't know because I ordered the Plus version, so it's going to be more than 250 grams anyway because it's running the heavier battery. But yeah, it's looking like a lot of these are more than 250 grams. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really want to get into that too much. I feel like, for me, I don't really mind it being more than 250 grams. So where I fly, it doesn't really have too much of an issue. But I do know that in Europe and the States, sub 250 is a bit more of a hard line. But at the same time, if you're out flying and they just see it's a mini drone, police or whatever, chances are they're not going to pull out extremely fine scales and weigh it. If it's a mini drone, it's a mini drone in their eyes. But yeah, just it's up to you really, what you think and what you do with that information. They don't say anywhere on the box. They're not screaming about it being a sub 250 like they did on previous models. In fact, does it say anywhere on this box it is sub 250? This is the heavier combo anyway, so it probably wouldn't. But no, you have to look on the website and it says 249.9 plus or minus 4 grams. So you have to weigh it yourself, see what you find. But a lot of people are finding that it is more than 250. But yeah, that's pretty much all I'm going to say about that. Let's see what we got going on here. 45% done. We're waiting. I should probably put these on charge actually while we wait. Let me just run over there. Pop these on charge. I will plug in a 100 watt power supply and we'll see what happens. Okay, so we're plugged in. Can you see me? It looks like both batteries are charging at the same time. Are they? Oh no, one's charging now. The other one is thinking about it. Interesting. We'll come back to that in a moment and see how it's doing. 253 grams. Yeah, I've seen a lot of 252, but it is what it is. Oh, the drone has turned off. Okay. Maybe it's going to power back on in a sec. I was hoping this would be a bit quicker, to be honest. It's taking its time here to do the update. Let me just bring you in a smidge closer so we can have a bit of a chat. Okay, oh, let's come back on. Do we have any more questions while we wait a little bit? Actually, let me have a look. Let's check this bag compared to the Avata 2 bag. Okay, it's smaller than the Avata 2 bag. It's shorter, it's not as tall. I just zoomed in the camera there for no reason. Let me zoom it back out again so I can show you. So there's the Avata 2 bag, and here is the Mini 5 Pro bag. You can see it is a little bit shorter, so it's not the same bag. So maybe it's not going to be too bad. I've said bag way too many times in the last couple of seconds. Oh, this bag. Okay. We're just waiting patiently for the update to do its thing. We're at 58%. We're getting there. We are getting there. Slowly, slowly. Slowly, slowly. Come on. Let's have a little bit more of a look around this guy. Actually, now it's... No, I don't want to close it down while we're still doing an update. Let me grab my SD card so we can get that popped in. Where is it? Here we go. There's just crap all over the floor from when I was unboxing this thing, but yeah, so SD card, SanDisk Extreme Pro. It's one of my favorites. I got 256 for this one. So let's give it a go. DJI spoiler. So if anybody out there has got the Mini 5 Pro in the comments and has already been flying it, do let me know your thoughts. I'm interested to see what other people think. Are the RC2s the same? That's a good question. So this is the RC2 from the Mini 4 Pro, and this was basically the original version. This is one of the first, this will have been one of the first on the production line, so to say. And this is the one from the Mini 5 Pro. So looking at them, yeah, they look the same. There's a slight color difference in the plastic, but apart from that, everything else looks the same. Yeah, they look the same. Doesn't appear to be any major difference there. But an RC2 is an RC2. Lovely remote. I really enjoy using it. Okay, it looks like we've made some progress here. Let's skip. Okie dokie. Oh no, we haven't. It's still installing the software. Never mind. Let's have a quick look at those batteries. Are they both charging? Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. We'll see. We'll see. How long have we been streaming for now? 33 minutes. God, it's taken a while to get this update done. Come on. I think the majority of this is the new DJI Fly app version coming onto the RC2. I had to do it on on the Mini yesterday. And you kind of forget just how much video cache you get saved on these things just from your flights. And it wouldn't install because I didn't have enough storage space, so I had to go in and delete all of the individual cached video files. So if you are struggling to update your RC2s, you will have to go and clear out all of your cached video files. If you need to know how to do that, let me know if you want a video. It's pretty straightforward, but if you need to know, let me know and I'll let you know. I love this drone, so quiet and the video transmission fantastic. And LiDAR works great in the dark. Yeah, that's good to hear. I'm interested to see the sound difference, because to my ear on the videos I've also heard a little bit of a sound profile difference. So we'll have a bit of a look. But let's have just a quick propeller comparison. Let's have a quick look at them both. How many drones do I own? Too many is the correct answer. I got the Mini 4 Pro, now the Mini 5 Pro, the Air 3, and then a variety of different FPV drones. Okay, so the props are they are a bit different. They've definitely had a bit of R&D going on there. It's going to be difficult for me to show you this. Maybe if I just come in a bit closer with this camera, you can see. Very similar. The Mini 5 Pro props look a tiny bit more aggressive on the pitch, but apart from that, they look very, very similar. And why on earth did I just put the SD card into the reader instead of into the actual drone? Losing my mind, getting distracted. Let's pop it in. Let's see if we have the same. Yeah, easy peasy. I hate it when SD cards are too far recessed and you have to like have massive fingernails or really jam it in there. But yeah, what else have we got here? Video transmission, fantastic. Also, yeah, good to see. Can be heard. Is your drone? Yeah, I've heard batteries are interchangeable between 3, 4, and 5, but I think it's something like you can't, at the moment, you can't use the 5 batteries on the 3 or the 4 or something, or maybe just on the 3, because I saw somebody had an error, but that might not be, it might not be the case. Let me just change this quickly. Okay. Yeah. So, any nice locations planned? Yes, I have actually planned to go. Tomorrow I'm heading out to do a big day of FPV shooting for my FPV course. And I really was hoping the Mini 5 would be here today so I can take it with me tomorrow, because I'm heading to some epic locations around Bali. So it's going to be a great time to take this to and do a lot of testing, see how it stacks up. But yeah, I actually didn't get delivered today. I had to go and pick it up from the delivery shop, because I knew that if it came tomorrow while I was away, it would be a bit of a bummer, because I'd have to try and go out again when I'm already going to good locations tomorrow. So I saw it was arrived at the local depot, so I headed down there, picked it up, and now we have it. Which SD card do you recommend? I always use SanDisk, either SanDisk Extreme Pro. Make sure you get a genuine card, or I use these ones like I've got in the Mini 4 Pro here, these Samsung Pro Plus. These are also great cards if we can get it to focus. There we go. I like both of these, but yeah, either of those will do just fine. It is nice to see that we actually have quite a lot more internal storage on the 5 versus the 4. That was a bit of a pain. If you did happen to forget your SD card, you only have like 2 gigabytes on here, which is enough to get a couple of clips in a pinch, but it's not enough to do anything meaningful. Mini 4 RT2 is not showing video feed. It's shown in the film reel. Not quite sure what you mean by that one. My RC2 controller is not showing video in the camera sign. Not showing video camera sign in video mode. It shows the film reel. Oh, I think I know what you're saying. Yeah, generally the film reel icon is video, and you can go into all the different video settings underneath that. Oh, I mean which storage on the SD card? 128. I like to go 128 or 256. For this one I went 256. But 128 or 256 is plenty. I mean 128 is fine for something like this, the minis, because you're only taking short little clips here and there, so you don't end up needing a whole lot of storage. But yeah, as long as generally you have a little bit more trouble with bigger cards, you can have corruption problems with like 512 and 1 terabyte. The bigger the card, just the more prone it gets to having corruption issues. But touch wood, I've never had any issues with 128 or 256 cards. The smaller the safer, to be honest, in that respect. We got a laughing, smiling blue face. Lovely. Love to see it. Hope everybody is having a wonderful Sunday out there. What have you been up to today? I actually went out and had a full Sunday dinner for the first time in... Well, I had a Christmas dinner last year in Thailand, but it was not a normal British Christmas dinner. It was pretty bad. But the Sunday lunch today was fantastic. I was blown away. Really good. Really, really impressed. We're still waiting. We're currently at 76%. Come on. I want to fire it up. We're getting impatient. If you are enjoying the stream, do hit that like button. Helps the stream to get out to other places. And also subscribe. If you're tuning in, if you're new, if you're not a subscriber, tap the subscribe button. You'll get a little alert coming up on the screen too, so it's a bit of a win for you as well. But yeah, really helps me out a lot if you do those couple of things. How are we going? 85%. Come on, we're getting closer. Almost there. How are my batteries doing? We're just waiting. We're waiting. 86 on the controller. Come on. What do we have accessories wise for the Mini 5? Because I think it's just stickers, because we don't need the screwdriver anymore. Let's have a look what we got with the 4 stickers. And I think I bought these extra sticks myself. Did I? Did I buy these extra myself? Am I bugging out? I think I did. Must have done. Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, the spares hardware looks broadly the same. It's just propellers and a USB-C cable. But there's no charging brick, so you have to supply your own. Hey, I just want to let you know you're doing an amazing job. Your videos on the live attitude help me a ton. Awesome, I'm glad to hear it. I do try my best to make sure the videos are top tier and able to help you do what I say I'm trying to help you do in the video. So I'm glad that you're finding that and you're enjoying the videos and getting a lot of value out of them. It's good to see. Drop a like and subscribe. Feel silly saying that. I never ask people to subscribe really. But yeah, come on. 90%, 90%. Come on. DJ, you're killing me with this update. It's really funny because in the chat you see the actual emoji, but then on the screen I see the like what you would have to type on the keyboard. Goat turquoise white horns. There's a turquoise goat there with some white horns. What rates do you recommend for the Mini 5? Well, I haven't tried it yet, but I'm pretty sure it's just going to be broadly similar to the rates that I use across my other cinematic DJI drones. Most of their rates are measured in speed or like rotation per second. So I generally just have them set to what feels nice to my fingers. I will make a rates video for the Mini 5 Pro and a downloadable sheet and stuff like that. I know that a lot of people enjoy using my rates, so I'll share those for you guys as well. So that will come. I've got a long list of videos to get making, but they'll be coming. They're going to start rolling out very soon, so don't worry too much. 92%, come on. If you do want to know some rates beforehand, you can go and check out my Mini 4 Pro cinematic rates video. It's going to be pretty similar to that, although some of the speeds I know are different. The Mini 5 is a bit of a faster boy than the Mini 4 Pro, so just have to see what we get with that. What is going on here? Also, I edit my videos on DaVinci Resolve, but I feel when I export the thing, it gets very grainy and the quality gets very bad. Do you have any clue on why that might be? That could be a lot of things. Give me some more information, drop another comment, tell me, are you filming in 4K? Are you exporting in 4K? What are your export settings for DaVinci Resolve? Because that's going to be the main thing there that could limit your quality. Can you do a range test on a Mini 5? I don't tend to do range tests just because of the whole legal situation surrounding that kind of stuff. But in my own time, I will push the drone a little bit further out and see what the signal performance is like. And if I'm happy with it, then I will say I'm happy with it in a video. If I find it's subpar, then I'll also say I don't think it's living up to what it should be. But we'll just have to wait and see there on that one. Let me just bring that up. I feel like the focus is going a bit all over the place on this camera. Can you please check if the Mini 4 Pro battery is charged in the Mini 5 Pro charging hub? Ah, that's an interesting idea. Although the battery management system will have a bit of a part to play in how they charge, but interesting thought. I saw many videos and have been following their guides but don't see any new results. It's hard to say. I need to see some examples, I think. If you can like show some video examples of before and after, that would be handy. But yeah, it's hard to say. It shouldn't just come out grainy from a normal export, providing things are how they should be. Come on, 96%. Slowly. I remember this took ages yesterday when I updated the my other RC2s for the Air 3 and the Mini 4 Pro, but yeah, it is what it is. We just have to make do. Come on DJI. My batteries will be fully charged by this point. Okay, we've got one going up to 3. The other one is flashing as if it's got an error. Let's have a look here. Let's just pull this out. Or maybe it's just waiting. Alright, I'll leave that one in there, see if it comes to start charging, but the other one's charging pretty quick. The night shots are better. Yeah, we should have better low light performance with the bigger sensor. The Mini 4 Pro though in low light was fantastic with that massive 1.7 aperture. Low light on this was already really very good. So as long as this can match up to that and exceed it a little bit, I'm going to be more than happy, because I still think the Mini 4 Pro is a beast. If you have the Mini 4 Pro and you're feeling a little bit left out in the whole Mini 5 hype, I don't think you've got too much to worry about. The Mini 4 Pro is still a fantastic little drone. Every time I fly that thing, it blows me away. I think that sort of mindset is just going to shift from the 4 to the 5. But like, this was just so impressive, and even 2 years down the line, I'm still so impressed with the video quality you can get from this little thing. If you know what you're doing and you know all the right camera settings and all that stuff, the footage you can get is just stunning. Okay, let's have a look. What else comments have we got? Does DJI give you perk as a YouTuber? No, I don't have any perks with DJI. They don't send me products. This one was bought myself, so yep, they don't send me anything. It would be nice if they did. I'm not going to say no to that. So if DJI is watching, which they're probably not, but if they are, would have been nice to send me the Mini 5 Pro. But yeah, I don't have any like affiliate links or anything like that for DJI. I just think they make great products. Simple as that. So I exported H.264, QuickTime 4K video, the frame depends, yada yada. It's like the best quality I expect, yeah. I might also downsize and click 18 4K. Yeah, if you're exporting 4K, it should still look fine. If it's looking grainy, the chances are it's the raw footage. Does your raw footage look better than your edited footage? Because if it is, then there's an issue there, but those export settings do sound okay. But yeah. Yeah, I think if the Mini 4 Pro battery is charging the 5 Pro's hub, I don't think they would do the parallel charging. I think a lot of that's going to be in the BMS and the new batteries, so I wouldn't anticipate that to work, but it might. I'm not sure. Oh, we're almost there. We're almost there. Here we go. We've got the loading screen. We're coming. We're getting there. I flew 3 kilometers on the field and made a return to home. Yeah, that seems pretty respectable. Pretty good. I'm happy you bought from your own money, so no sponsor fake content. Yeah, I mean, even if they sent it to me, I would still say it as it is. I always just, it's the best way to be. There's no point BSing people. If something sucks, tell them it sucks. If something's great, tell them it's great. Like, if I'm having a good time with a product, I'm going to let you know. And also, if something is bugging me about a product, then I'm also going to let you know. So there are good and bad points to everything out there. So you just have to approach everything objectively and just say what you think. Come on, this update is killing me. We still just have one battery charging. How are these batteries doing? Mini 4 Pro. They're okay. Should probably charge these back up actually. Sorry about this, we're just in a bit of a limbo here. I expected this to go a lot quicker than it has. This is taking forever. The main thing here is the RC2 update. The drone update took no time at all. It's been off for like 15 minutes now at this point. Do you find the gimbal protection is better than the old Mini 4 Pro? Hard to say, to be honest. I like just how easy this is to put on and off. It's so easy, you just like clip it on. It doesn't require any skill really, just make sure it doesn't catch the gimbal and then just clip it on. It is the easiest gimbal cover of all of the DJI products I've experienced to put on and off. It's just so easy, you just pop it on and off, and very well protected. This one, I will wait till the update is finished before I try and put this on again, just in case the aircraft wants to power back up. I don't want to close it down with the arms being the auto power kind of thing. Okay, I think we're almost there. We're almost there, come on. If you've been here since the start and you're still here, I applaud you, because it's not been that riveting so far. The first video is amazing, has great quality, but the second and the third lack a lot. Yeah, that is interesting. It'd be good if you could send some links, upload it to YouTube or something. Send some links. This live stream will still be available after the fact it's over, so you can just drop some comments in there and I can have a look and see what we get. The internet is full of sponsored videos. Those guys who always praise Mini 4 Pro, now they're saying the Mini 4 Pro is nothing in front of the Mini 5 Pro, which is completely wrong. There's not a very big difference. Yeah, it's tricky. I don't know, it's always nice when something new comes along and it makes you feel like the previous thing wasn't quite as good. But I feel like for me, for the experience that I've had with the Mini 4 Pro, I don't like, there's no reason for me to openly bash this thing or say that it's not that good, or just say that there were things all along that I didn't like when really they weren't an issue. So I don't know, I don't really think there's much point in doing that. The only thing, well, there was a couple of things about this that I was a little bit annoyed with. One was how long the batteries took to charge, the plus batteries. When you've flown all three, I mean, you get fantastic flight time with the plus batteries, don't get me wrong. But when you bring them all back and you have to charge them, my God, they take forever to charge all three. Crazy amounts of battery charge time. So there was that. The lower internal storage amount, that was sometimes annoying. Most of the time I had an SD card anyway, but there is the odd occasion where you fill up the card and when you only have 2 gig extra, it's a little bit of a push to get what you need. But apart from that, I don't really have any complaints with the Mini 4 Pro. I mean, it's nice that we have these new style propellers. Obviously that's going to help people out. I've never had to change any propellers through damage anyway, so it's fine. I've changed them just to make demonstration videos how to do it, but I've never really had to change them through damage. But if I had, or well, in my experience changing them, it's been completely fine. I have had no issues with this propeller strap. Yes, it's a little bit fiddly, but once you figure out how to do it, it's really not that, it's not the end of the world, it's not a big deal. And yeah, I've no problems with this. I've had a fantastic time flying the Mini 4 Pro. It is a great product. It's still, if you still have a Mini 4 Pro, or if you're debating getting either, if you want to save a bit of money versus the Mini 5, because this has come down in price a bit now, then get the Mini 4 Pro. It is fantastic. It's a phenomenal little quad drone. We like to call these are drones. FPV drones are quads. Well, I call them all kinds of things. User feedback. Would I like to answer a short questionnaire? Should we do it? Let's go to the questionnaire. Why do you want to own a drone? Choose the one reason that best suits your case. Ooh. High-tech and electronic products enthusiast. We'll go with that one. That sounds pretty good. Oh my God, which of these channels? Okay, you know what? I can't be bothered to answer the questionnaire. I've waited long enough for the update. Let's skip it. Please compare night vision comparison. Do you mean night video? As in the video quality at night? We can definitely do that. Hello from Australia. Hello from Austria. Hello from Austria. Beautiful country. Never been. Would love to visit Austria. This battery is not looking too healthy. Let me grab the other one that is a much higher state of charge. Let's grab this one. Let's have a look. Ooh, goes in and out exactly the same. Oh. Alright, well that was interesting. Looks like if it's already unfolded and you put a battery in, it just turns on. I was not expecting that, but okay. Switch storage to SD, happy days. Let's go to video here on the controller. The lighting is going a bit crazy out here. Let me just do that to make things a bit more consistent. Let's go to video. Let's see. Okay, powered up. Everything is looking like it is working okay. Say hello. 27% on this battery, so not a lot. Initially, yeah, the video quality looks really nice. Really nice. Okay. I want to try the auto power up and power off. So should be the rear right arm, so this one. So when we fold this guy in, it should turn off.
Home point updated.
Not home point updated.
Aircraft will power off in 5 seconds. Press any button on aircraft to cancel.
Okay, happy days, so it should power off. I do think that's going to be a little bit annoying. Is that just me? Every time I close the arms, if it's going to make that announcement? Hopefully you can turn that off somewhere. Okay, let's pull the battery out and let's see if we can just recreate that. So let's pull, this one's a bit tight, let's pull that out. Let's open the arm and let's see if we put a battery in with it all unfolded, if it just turns on. Yeah, it does. So if it's already unfolded and you pop a battery in, it auto powers on. I don't know if I like that or not. I feel like I would prefer for it not to do that. I suppose you could just be quiet. I suppose you could just leave one arm folded in. Strange. What if we turn it off with the method by pressing and holding the battery? Now let's try it. Now let's plug it in. It's still unfolded. And now let's see if it powers on. Yeah, it still does it. Not sure how I feel about that. That is interesting. I mean, maybe it's just something to get used to. Okay, it seems to have picked up GPS satellites very quickly, which is a good sign. Let's have a quick look through some of the menu items here. So, all that looks good. Okay, so you can turn on and off the power folding. Do you have any extra options for this? No, we don't have extra options to do more if we want. Yeah, I feel like it would be nice to see an extra option, like an advanced battery option here somewhere, which says, you know, if it's already unfolded and you put a battery in, it doesn't automatically power on. But I don't know, maybe I'll have to just have a play and see what I prefer, because I'm so used to turning it on and off with the button that it might just be something that you need to get used to. Some of these things are. Okay, let's have a look at everything else. All is looking pretty good here. Happy days. Alrighty, so there we go. Don't know if I should fly this. Probably shouldn't fly it inside. Oh, we've got some comments, have a look. Can you see any difference? Weight difference between the two batteries? Shall I get my scales out? Do you want me to do some weighing? Let's do some weighing, why not? Let's power this off. Let me grab the scales and we'll weigh a few different bits and pieces. See what we come up with. Let's grab these extremely scientific baking scales. At least they're clean, unlike Most baking scales that are out there, which are covered in all kinds of grime. Okay, let's power it on. Let me move this camera in a bit closer so we can check out what's going on. Okay, can you see that? I'll make this one a bit bigger. We'll swap these around. Let's pull that up there. Let's make this one smaller. Okay. Just stick myself in the corner there. Alright, so we got the scales here. Now, like I said, this is the plus version, so there is no sub 250 chance for this. So let's have a look. Mini 4 Pro plus battery, 120 grams. Mini 5 Pro plus battery, 115 grams. So this is 5 grams lighter, but about 20% more energy dense, which is interesting. So let's go Mini 4 Pro in its plus configuration with a battery, and let's see what this weighs in at. So the Mini 4 Pro plus battery is coming in at 291, and the Mini 5 Pro with a plus battery, let's just fold him up too. So Mini 5 with the plus battery, he is weighing in at 297. What was the Mini 4 Pro? I forgot. 297 and 291. So, what's that? 6 grams? Yes, so 6 grams heavier in plus configuration for Mini 5 versus Mini 4. So that's, there you go, that's that information that you requested. Can I fly it? Because I mean, you can fly any drone, it doesn't matter how heavy it is, it just depends on the restrictions and whether you have to register it. Whether it's more than 250 or not just means you have to, you're at the mercy of different rules and restrictions. You can still fly it, you can fly a drone that weighs almost 2 kilos if you want. It is what it is. I think, yeah, it's a big fuss at the moment, the whole weight thing, but it's easy. It's always easy to focus on negatives versus positives in these things. So, you know, it is what it is. I do understand for a lot of people it is going to be a bit of a pain, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. At least I can still fly the Phantom. Yeah, the Phantom is a beast. I haven't seen a Phantom in a long time. Okay, let's get rid of the scales. Put them on the bed. The question is, do I break my cardinal rule of don't fly your drone in the house for your first flight? Would be fun for the stream though, wouldn't it? Let me know in the chat if you want me to have some silly fun to try and fly this inside. Don't do it. Okay, let's unfold it. Have a look. Power's up. Happy days. I wonder what the color difference is compared to the. Actually, no. I wanted to try it in the bag. I want to see if it's going to fit in the Mini 4 Pro
Aircraft
bag.
will power off in 5 seconds.
Oh,
Press any button on aircraft
I
to
really
cancel.
hope I can turn that off. Probably just going to end up powering it off normally because I don't want to hear the voice every time. Alright, let's try and put this propeller guard on because apparently this gives people a lot of issues. So let's try and line these up. This is my first time doing this, so let's have a bit of a feel at this. Hey, this is going to be fun. Line the front up. Alright, that looks okay. Line the props up. Okay, this is a bit fiddly. Oh my god, people are going to struggle with this. I can see it already. Ah, okay, so it clips into... This actually clips into some small tabs there in front of the infrared sensor. Can you see them? So that's what you're actually trying to clip in. So let's line this up with the props, pop that in. That's not too bad actually. And then line the top propellers up. Let's just get those somewhere nearby. Get the strap. So just, there we go, put them in. Ooh, that is a bit, oh. Okay. I think, like with all of these things, it's just going to take a little bit of getting used to. That is a bit, ooh, it's a bit tight in there. Let me just have another go with this top section. How do I want to put these props? They feel like they're being a little bit stressed, to be honest. Let's just fold them in. Okay, I think it's just going to take some getting used to. It's just a different method. They love to change it up every time, don't they? It's not just a simple same design. But it wasn't too bad. Oh, thank you for the super chat, Bo Scanny. Is that how you say the name? Thank you very much. Awesome stuff. Wait, I've missed out on a lot of comments here. Let's have a look. Don't do it. Yes, looking at the live feed. Is there a difference immediately visible or any of the details? Looking at the live feed, they look very similar. I could fire up the Mini 4 Pro and have a look. Do it. Hopefully soon video comparisons will be dropped. Yeah, I'm going to do some video comparisons too. I like to get really like high quality footage just to really show off what these things can do, and just because that's what I enjoy doing. So I will head out with both of these at some point and do a side-by-side comparison just so you can really see the differences. I don't think the differences is going to be massive. I think it's just going to be a slight incremental improvement. That's what I'm expecting. So just hopefully that's what we're going to see. From where it spoke, the sound then came from the drone. I really hope I can turn that off. I'll just have to look in the settings, so we'll just have to see. Okay, Mini 4 Pro bag and a Mini 5 Pro. So I want to see if this fits, because I do like the smaller bag. Okay, let's pop it in. Look at that, it fits. RC2, let's just put this battery pack in here for comparison. Look at that, it does fit. The Mini 5 Pro fits in the Mini 4 Pro bag. So if, like me, you're not too sold on the bigger bag, then you can just use the Mini 4 Pro bag. Okay, I need to order another one of these bags because I'm not going to be liking the bigger bag. But that is good to know. That is really good to know. What do we have? A lot of comments coming through. The prop cards. Yeah, the prop guard is going to take some getting used to, I think. Literally, my dad drowned a drone before. Oh, that's not good. Please do live demo Mini 4 Pro batteries into Mini 5 Pro hub. Let's see. It still worked at least. I think the bag is too big. Yeah, I think the Mini 5 Pro bag is too big too. Why is it so big? There's a lot of compartments in here, and let's have a look actually, because a lot of that was taken up by the box that was housing the spare propellers. So what is this whole compartment for? Like, this is a massive compartment for nothing? I don't understand. Why is this so big? So let's put the RC2 in. I guess that goes in the end, like that. The Mini 5 in this section here. And then batteries, we'll just take the Mini 4 Pro battery hub for now. Put that in here. Then we just have this entire section is empty. So what is this whole section for? It just seems a bit of a waste of space, to be honest. I don't know what else you're going to put in there. Maybe your lunch? I don't know, maybe it doubles as a lunch bag. I put this in. Oh, that is a good idea. Maybe it could be to fit goggles. They're not currently compatible with the Goggles 3, the Mini 4 Pro, but let's see if this slot will fit the Goggles 3. Would you look at that? The Goggles 3 fits in the slot. So maybe that's what DJI are expecting people to do. Let me just give you the full camera view here. So there's space there for the goggles 3. So, I mean, if that doesn't tell you that compatibility is coming, I don't know what else does, because there's nothing else to fit in that section of the bag, so maybe that's what it's for. Whoever said that, great shout, great shout. And for me, that's actually really handy. Okay, now I might turn to like this bag, because a lot of the times I'll take FPV equipment out that won't be the Avata 2, but I still need the goggles. So if I can put the goggles in my mini bag, interesting, interesting. Maybe there was a method to the madness. Maybe there was. Alrighty. Try the batteries, try the... Let me see how this other battery is doing. Okay, let's... Okay, let me move this chair out of the way. Ugh. And let's get this back out. And maybe we'll break the rules. Maybe we'll do a cheeky test flight. Inside, against the rules, against my own rules. But I do know how to fly inside safely, so hopefully that won't be too much of an issue. Let's get a bit more light coming in here. So the goggles connecting to the drone and which? The goggles don't currently work with the Mini 5 Pro. I'm pretty confident they will work in the near future because it just makes sense. There's no reason why DJI wouldn't do that. But for the time being, they're not compatible. DJI Neo. Yeah, the DJI Neo is a fun little drone. I'm pretty sure he would be happy with that as a birthday present. So, yeah. Okay, let's pop this open. And because we're going to break the rules a bit, let's have some fun. Let's do a quick little test fly in here. Let's wait for it to power up. Don't try this at home for obvious reasons. I don't condone this type of activity, but yeah, I know what I'm doing, so please don't try this at home. I don't even know if doing this is a good idea because other people will try doing this at home. But
Obstacle sensing unavailable. Fly with caution.
Let's have a look. Are you ready? Countdown for destruction. Okay, let's make sure we are in sport mode so we have no obstacle avoidance trying to mess us around. Fire up the props.
Take off.
And we're going.
Home point updated.
And there it is. Okay, pretty good. Sound profile is similar to the Mini 4 Pro. Maybe ever so slightly a lower pitched hum. It's still pretty similar. So let's just do a bit of a... Okay, pretty good, pretty stable. Don't do that at home. I'm telling you, don't do it. I only did it because I was showing you what not to do. Don't do it yourself. You will smash your drone to pieces. I know what I'm doing. Please don't try that yourself. Okay. What do you think the Mini 6 is going to look like? It is way too soon to even think about a Mini 6. The Mini 5's been out for like a few days. Let's worry about that in a couple of years. Yeah, if you fly out the window, it should do return to home back. That is going to be one of my first tests. I'm going to do the advanced return to home test to see what that works like. Which drone would you hand to a beginner first? Mini 4, Mini 5? Either. Both are going to be absolutely fine for a beginner. They've both got enough safety margin in for a beginner pilot, and they both have more than enough capability to grow with any new pilot. So, yeah, either is good. Either. Let me bring this screen in again. Is it possible to turn the navigation lights off? No, on some of the bigger drones you can change whether they're on or off during recording. That hasn't been a feature on the Minis. I'll have to check if it is on the Mini 5, but I don't think it will be. It's mainly just a safety thing. What else do we have? Mini 4 Pro batteries into Mini 5 charging them, please. I will, but I'm just trying to wait for the other battery to be fully charged. Oh, it's fully charged. We'll try it. We'll try it. To land it in your hand, did you just use the land button? No, I just did a regular hand catch. I will do a full hand launching tutorial for this drone. But yeah, just don't try and fly it inside. I just smashed my drone in my room. Okay, let's try this battery situation. This Plus battery actually charged really quite quickly compared to the Mini 4 Pro's batteries, so that's nice to see. So can you see we have the charging hub. Let me move some of this stuff out of the way. And I'll tilt the camera down a bit. Okay, so what is going on here? So, charging hub. Tilt this down so you can have a better view. Let's use this camera here instead. Okay, so charging hub, and we have this, let's go to here. So, Mini 5 Pro battery, let's go into the charging hub. This is 30 watt power supply, and it should just start charging, all being well, he says. There we go. So that's the Mini 5 Pro battery charging in its own hub. So you wanted to see if a Mini 4 Pro battery will charge in a Mini 5 Pro's hub. So here's a Mini 4 Pro battery. See if it goes in. Okay, it goes in. This one is already pretty much fully charged. And it does charge. Would you look at that? So that's a Mini 4 Pro Plus battery in the Mini 5 Pro hub, and it is charging no problem. Should we try the other way around? Let's get a Mini 4 Pro hub out. So here's the Mini 4 Pro's charging hub. Let's plug this in. So here's a Mini 4 Pro battery, going to charge in its hub. Let's just give it a second. Come on, there we go, charging no problem. Okay, so now let's try the Mini 5 Pro battery and the Mini 4 Pro hub. So it goes in, it recognizes it's a battery. Will it start to charge it? And it's charging. Okay, so it looks like batteries are cross-compatible with different hubs, and hubs are compatible with different batteries. There we go. So that is the information that you asked for. And there you go. So you can charge the Mini 4 Pro. I don't think they will charge at the same speed because of they have different battery management systems in there. So I'm pretty sure the 4 Pro batteries will still take longer to charge in the 5 Pro hub. But it's good to know. That is really good to know. Wasn't a very confident feeling of that going in. Ugh, that felt horrible. Okay, they're in. Yeah, so there you go. That's impressive. One question, my drone was stuck in the middle of the pond. Stuck in a pond as if it was like, what do you mean stuck in the pond? In the water? Who's spamming the chat here with L? Let's just make you quiet. Put you in timeout for a bit. Okay, where were we at? Oh, the Mini 5 Pro hub, let's see if it works, update. Yeah, from what I've just done, it seems to work fine. The Mini 4 Pro charged in the Mini 5 Pro hub, and the 5 Pro batteries charged in the 4 Pro hub, so that's really handy to know. So if you are stuck out, you have a friend with a Mini 4 Pro and you've got a 5 Pro or whatever, vice versa, then you should be good to go. I wonder if they would both work in the same hub. I would imagine so. But yeah. Hey man, I'm willing to give your honest opinion. My honest opinion is already on the internet. If you just check out my long-term review, that is my honest opinion. I only ever give my honest opinion. Like, my opinion cannot be bought. If something's good, I'll say it's good. If something sucks, I'll say it sucks. It's as simple as that. Like, I'm here for the people, you know? It is what it is. I'm not trying to sell a company's products for them. I'm just, if I like it, I'll tell you I like it. If I don't like it, I'll tell you I don't like it. There are good and bad points to everything. No, not on the water. It was not responding to our controls. We still had the camera view and it was too high, so it returned back to home. Yeah, I'm not sure with that one. It's hard to say. You have an animal on your desk. Oh, there's a little ant, yeah. Yeah, this is the Southeast Asia. There's always ants somewhere. No matter how much ant powder you put down, they'll always find a way in. Okay, I can't really comment much more else performance-wise because I haven't flown the thing yet, but I've unboxed it, we've gone through everything, and we've had a good look at what's going on there. So unless anybody has any further questions, if you do let me know in the comments now, but otherwise I'm going to wrap this thing up and I'm going to get out and actually do some flying with it. So yeah, let me know. I'll stay here for a couple more minutes if you have questions. I'm going to put a freshie in, ready to go. Let's try again with this this camera thing. Let me put this camera back on. Let's try again with the gimbal protector. So go with the bottom first, lining up the propellers. Maybe if we start by just doing the top. So get the gimbal in. Does the gimbal angle matter? It looks like it doesn't. Line these props up. Oh my god, this is a bit fiddly. Give it a bit of a push, lock in the propellers, okay. In fact, is it easy to just bring the propellers in afterwards? Can you just lock this on and then push the propellers under? You can, that's so much easier than just push the bottom props in. And then the top side, just line them all up as close as they can. And then pull it over. Okay, not too bad. It's a bit of a technique to learn, but we can do it. Can we combine waypoint missions with time shots on the Mini 4 Pro? What do you mean by that? Waypoints with timed shots? Mini 4K is good. Yeah, the Mini 4K is basically just the Mini 2. I had the Mini 2 many years ago. Fantastic little drone. I really enjoyed using it. It's a great starter drone. It doesn't have the best image quality, but it's still really good. So yeah, there's a noticeable difference between that and like the Mini 4 Pro, so just bear that in mind. What software do you use? I edit all my videos using Premiere Pro. Mini 4K, Mini 4... No. Only Mini 5 Pro propellers will work on Mini 5 Pro. They are completely different to any other of the previous drones. So whereas you could use like Mini 3 and Mini 3 Pro propellers on Mini 4 Pro, you can't use them on this. This is a completely different design. These clip-on props, this is the first iteration that we've seen of this, so only these props work on this. Okay, well, if that is going to be it, if that's everyone, all your questions done, do you think a drone would fly if it was on Mount Everest? I'm pretty sure DJI have flown a Mavic 3 Pro at Mount Everest, if I remember right. Pretty sure they have. But yeah, check out their channel to find that video. But yeah, I think if that's it, hopefully soon. Yeah, there'll be plenty of comparisons coming soon. I'll do a nice in-depth comparison. We'll head out for a day's flying and do some checking on the two and see what we get. But yeah, I think that's going to be it. Final few seconds for questions, and then I'm going to close this thing down I'm going to head out and hopefully catch a little bit of sunset footage, which would be nice. What do you think is better, Holystone or DJI? That is a no question there. The best of those two is DJI. So yeah, if you're considering either of them, go with DJI. Holystone is very cheap and not so high quality image wise. They still make flying drones, but there's a massive step between that and DJI. Okay, that's been it. Thank you to everyone who's tuned in. It's been a pleasure having you. Before you leave, do just make sure you give a little like on the stream if you've enjoyed it, just to let YouTube know that you enjoyed it. And if you're not yet a subscriber, do hit that subscribe button on your way out. So thank you once again. It's been an absolute pleasure, and there's going to be plenty more videos coming out on the Mini 5 Pro, and you know this is going to be the best place to get them. So thank you again, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye bye.
I know we'll make it right. We've been here before. I know we crossed the line. It's hard to ignore. This way.